Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to part number 12 of Let's Play Destroy All Humans 2 to 100% on the PS4. Last time, it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded this, I feel like, but last time we did a little bit of stuff. We didn't get much done, I remember. So, I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation here because the uploading for this has been very sporadic recently. Now, part of the reason for that was the Let's Play of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Online, so that was a big part of why this was sort of getting delayed a little bit. But the other thing was, I was having a really weird issue with my capture card. Like, it wouldn't properly connect, and I actually had initially made a channel update about it. But I fixed the problem. Somehow HDCP got enabled on my capture card software
hot
or something.
stuff. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So basically I just disabled it on the PS4. That's how I managed to fix it. So hopefully things should be back to normal and a more consistent recording schedule should be coming out. So, excuse me, burp there guys. So let's get to the actual game. This time we're going to take on one of the most annoying missions in the entire game.
So what's the buzz, babe?
I'm so glad you asked, baby. I have to meet my contact, Agent Sergey. He says he's got vital information for me. Unfortunately, he fears they may be onto him, so he and I can't be seen together.
And I should care because...
I'm not exactly KGB Employee of the Month, Crypto. They may well have a hit squad out looking for me. Before I make contact with Sergey, anyone on my tail must be shaken or eliminated.
Oh, I'll stick to your tail, all right.
I figured. Although you do stand out in a crowd, better get to the skies.
We're just gonna ask about Sergey.
This inside man of yours, what's he found that's worth risking his life to get to you?
Sergey feels as I do, that someone or something has perverted the KGB and even the Soviet government. And people who ask why have had a troubling tendency to disappear.
Soviet dissidents disappearing. You're right, that is weird. Look, can you really trust this guy, Sergey? I mean, how do we know he's not playing both sides?
I trust him implicitly. Sergey and I, we have a history.
So let's say I help you out. What's in it for me? Aside from your bewitching company, of course.
A piece of your mothership. Sergey has agreed to procure it for you, in exchange for your help in this matter. How does that sound?
Like a gas.
Pretty good.
Although I would have done it for your company.
I don't know if that's quite what Crypto would have done. Okay, from Russia with guns. This is one of the most infamous missions of the entire game. For those of you who have played through it before, you probably understand why.
Get ready, Crypto!
So the thing is, literally all these enemies are going to come at you from the start, and they are not going to stop. This is a non-stop, extremely long escort mission, and it's actually a two-parter, which makes it even worse. So the problem is that unlike this, while this isn't the last escort mission by any means, and there are other ones that might be considered harder in the sense of maybe the enemies you're fighting and such, there are two major issues with this one. For one, Natalia's health is a lot lower on this mission for some reason, and two, your equipment is a lot less leveled in this mission. So that's what makes this mission a lot harder. So, like I said, this is one of the most infamous missions in the entire game. It's one that haunts a lot of players. It may very well screw me over.
Dead ahead.
It's going to require both skill and probably a bit of luck, unfortunately, of which I usually don't have much. Let's get some more ammo. We need that desperately. Now, Natalia fortunately has a gun that'll instantly kill most, like, KGB and stuff.
Let's keep moving.
Did I just get run over by a bus? So as you can see there, like, her gun is generally close to an instant kill, if not an instant kill. So that is fortunate, but that doesn't necessarily make this much more bearable. Whoa. Okay, that was really weird. I don't know why that happened. You're definitely going to want to make sure you have a few upgrades for your main weapons going into this mission. The disintegrator is very helpful, and that's not the ammo I needed. So yeah, the disintegrator is extremely useful in this mission. That's what you're probably primarily going to be using. Let's see, we gotta kill him. And we don't currently have the ability, I believe, to free love some of these enemies, so we're gonna have to be even more careful because of that. Okay, there goes my health at least, so my health is filled.
Out of the way!
Filled, whatever the word is. Now the good thing is the cops do not attack her, which is nice, but it's not the best thing in the world. Like, it's not the most helpful thing they could have done. Like, they could have given her about twice as much health throughout the entire mission, and it probably would have been a lot easier. Actually, it would have been significantly easier.
You're missing all the fun!
I hardly consider this mission to be fun. So, I mean, like I've said before, I love this game so much, and it's a great game overall. But one of the major issues is just there's too many damn escort missions. There's so many of them throughout the game, in both regular and side missions. And they're not the most well-designed missions ever. And they get really annoying quickly because of it. Now, the very last escort mission in the game is actually pretty easy because for whatever reason, Natalia's health is like 20 times as much in that mission, so I won't spoil anything more about that because it's actually the next to last mission of the game is that one, so it's very, very near the end. This first part isn't really the part, though, that's the most infamous. Like, this first part isn't necessarily easy, but this is not the part that's so well known for being a problem. It's not easy, necessarily, but it's definitely not the harder part of the mission. And I also don't know why Ponsonby is having her attacked. That doesn't quite make much sense to me. I don't know, I guess they really need to hunt her down as well because she might be a Soviet. I don't know, I guess that's probably the reasoning behind it. Alright, so
keep them off me, Crypto.
Another problem is that sometimes you'll get so many enemies spawning around you that you can really get screwed over because of that, because so many enemies are going to spawn around you. And like, the problem is she often stops to fight, as you can see, and that isn't really the best thing to have happen during this. You also gotta watch out because some of these guys have bigger weapons. That's something you definitely have to be careful about. And also, you have to manage your ammo, which is sort of a given. Okay, we're through the first half of the mission. That's not bad. Like I said, the first half of the mission is not that bad. It's more the second half of the mission, and I have a feeling I will struggle with both the second half as well as other escorts throughout the game.
You're such a gentleman, Crypto. Walking me to my car.
He is a gentleman.
Your car? Oh, wait a minute. Well, what about your pal Sergey? You said he was meeting us here.
Oh no, Sergey's in Canal Side. I just needed to be certain we'd shaken off any KGB tales. But the coast looks clear. This would be an excellent time to call your saucer.
My saucer? You didn't say anything about my saucer. What do you need that for?
Because you won't be able to keep up with me on foot once I start driving, silly. Besides, the KGB will surely bring out their heavy artillery soon. So you may want to even the odds with a little air support. You understand, don't you?
Yeah, I get it. You just want me for my saucer.
And your bewitching company.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll get the saucer. Just give me a second to get it here.
Thank you, Tovarish.
Okay, so this half of the mission is really logically flawed. Let's give a few examples here. For one, why can't you just ride in the saucer with me? That's issue number one. Why can't you just ride in the saucer with me? I mean, that would save gamers a lot of heartache with this mission. So that's issue number one. Secondly, why does the military attack Natalia in such full force? That doesn't make much sense either. Third, because technically, I guess that one kind of makes more sense, but still, it's kind of strange. You definitely want to have the anti-gravity field for this, because it does give you a second weapon for this mission, because you couldn't have any others yet. So, you basically want to fry pretty much everything in front of her. She'll stop constantly because of debris and such. And issue number 3, and this is probably the one that I have the biggest problem with. Okay, maybe the saucer just doesn't have enough room in it or something, and the other one, I guess, okay, yeah, maybe the military's attacking because they think she might be a hostile in some way, blah, blah, blah. But why the hell can't I pick up her car with the saucer? It's clearly, yes, it has a lot of armor, but there's no way that it's heavier than the tanks and stuff that I picked up. I mean, just the stupidity of this mission ceases to amaze me. Like, just the logic flaws in this mission, for one, and then just the absurdity and annoyance of this mission as well. And the whole, oh, you have to move it because it's in the way. Bitch, just drive around it, it's not that hard. I mean, seriously, it's not that hard. So yeah, I may not be talking a whole lot during this because I really need to concentrate because I really just don't want to do this mission again. But I'm kind of worried because she's already taken a lot of damage. That's really not a good thing. Do whatever you can to attract the fire of all the enemies, including the tanks and such. Do whatever you can to take as much fire off of her as you can because your health can refill, hers can't. And that's the way every escort mission is. And also, I'm probably going to get copyrighted for the music, too, so that makes things even better. We're going to launch an anti-gravity field. Like I said, I don't particularly find this to be that useful of a weapon for the most part, but it doesn't hurt to have as another weapon just in case. And it'll explosively combust the cars, which then create debris that blocks her path. You see, that's why I'm not the biggest fan of the weapon. Better than nothing, but still not great. Take him down.
I'll try to break through. Back me
Okay,
up.
now the music's back to something more normal, though, to where it should be, something like custom from the game, so it should be fine now. For the most part, the regular soldiers aren't going to be that damaging to her. It's mostly like the tanks and stuff that you have to worry about. Okay, are you seriously not moving because of one guy? Run him over. There's another flaw. Why don't you just run the guy over? Drive around it. It's not like we're obeying traffic laws with giant tanks in the middle of the road. Seriously. Like I've said before, I hate this mission. Everyone who's ever played this game hates this mission. It's a common trend. Drag him off. Get out of the way. And now we got a tank on her. That's not good. Take them out. Alright, we're still okay now, for now. And it doesn't even show you exactly where it is on the map. I want to say it's in that little thing off to the right, that little circle area, so we're probably about halfway there by this point. I'm trying to remember how many times I failed this on my original run of the game. I want to say I only failed it once on my on the PS2 when I did this Let's Play, so if I can fail it once or less, then that's a good thing, because that means I've improved. Then again, I have died so far, but I think I've probably already died a few times in the other version by this point. Okay, seriously, Natalia, run them over. They're KGB. Clearly, if they're trying to kill us, you have a right to run them over. I think. I don't know if that's exactly how that law works. I don't know, I wouldn't want to try it. And her health literally just dropped, like, a lot for no reason.
I can't take much more of it.
Jeez, her health's, like, dropping randomly for no reason. She's not getting hit by anything much. Alright, I need to heal, too, so... So yeah, this is exactly why I hate this mission. It's terrible design. It's not... Look at that! She literally just, like, exploded out of nowhere. Okay, that did not happen on my initial run of this game. On here, or on PS. You see why I hate this mission? You see why I'm so angry about this? That was not my fault. That also did not happen when I played through this thing for the first time on PS4. And this is the best part of it. If you mess up, you get to start from the beginning! And you get to guard her all the way to her car again!
Hiya, hot.
Alright guys, I will see you
We're not-
in a minute. I'll cut this whole part out unless something really funny happens. Okay guys, we're about back to where we were previously. I think I'll pick it probably up right around here. So as you can see, she has significantly more health because random explosions have not been screwing me over the same way they did. There were also, I feel like, a lot fewer tanks this time. There have been a few, but not quite the number that there were previously. Now, as long as nothing incredibly stupid happens... Wait, okay, so she literally just dropped, like, half of her health again. There must be something wrong here, because... literally, she's taking so much damage for, like, no reason. And also, not advancing when there's nothing in the path. Like I said, absolutely horrible mission. I hate this one so much. But I want to say that we're very close by now. I think we're close. I think it actually is right around this area. So I'm not going, but I don't want to say anything yet, because I'll probably jinx it. And now there's a million things having to block the stupid road that she can't just drive around. Despite the fact that her car must be pretty well armored if it can stand up against tank shells and bazookas and all that good stuff. Just saying. Just saying. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Yes! Yes! It's done. Thank God. That is done.
So that's her contact. Smarmy looking bastard. Damn it, Crypto, focus. She's just a chick, a human chick. You barely know her. A hideous, repulsive human chick who smells really good. No, focus, damn it!
I found what I was after. Just thought I'd say goodbye. I might not see you for a while.
What about what I was after?
It's been arranged. A piece of your spaceship has been hidden nearby. Here are the coordinates. Good hunting, spaceman. And try not to get yourself killed. At least, not too often.
Yowza.
And it's done. Alright, guys. That right there, like I said, is one of the worst missions in the game, and it is now done.
I'll slap it up
And
on
you
your
know
face.
what? Screw your little pink car. It needs to die. Except I think it actually doesn't blow up. That's really weird, and I really wanted to destroy it because you deserve that. You deserve to have it destroyed after putting me through that crap. Alright, so we now have a data core in this position, or in the nearby area, so let's go ahead and land and pick it up. This is a very, very powerful weapon, but it's not one that I use that much, just because the ammo is actually pretty difficult to get from it, because it's really, really uncommon ammo. So because of that, I just don't really use it too much, just because, like, it's a lot less convenient to refill the ammo on. The Meteor Strike. Want to level a building without getting into your saucer? The Meteor Strike is the weapon for you. Basically, it is it's basically an airstrike. That's the best way to put it. It's basically an airstrike. And I'm about to die, so... yeah, that's basically what it is. It's basically an airstrike. That's the best way to put it. I don't know if I'm going to be showing it off too much because, like I said, the ammo's so hard to get for it. But it's very, very powerful, so it's a very good weapon in that sense. I just don't think it's that good overall. So, guys, with that, we have completed the hardest mission, or one of the hardest missions in the game, what may end up being the hardest mission in the game. So, hopefully that means from here on out, we'll kind of be in the clear. Next time, we will be doing some side missions. It'll probably take the whole video to get through these two currently on screen. So, see you guys then.